horror fans, once again, it is me, the Horror Miser Monty G. That's right, it is Saturday. That means it's Slashback Saturday. And for this week's Slashback Saturday, Joe the Horror Man said that we had to pick what is called a director's B movie. A famous director who is known mainly for horror, but actually decided to do something prior to his success in horror films. And he said we can pick one of their B horror films that no one really knows about or they don't get the credit for. It doesn't even have to be horror related. Now, it took me some time to pick this one. There were two directors I wanted to choose. One was Wes Craven and the other one is John Carpenter. Now, we all know John Carpenter is known for The Thing and Halloween, and we all know the late great Wes Craven, who is the horror master with Scream, Freddy, and all the other horror films. Now, there are some films that he's not known for, and it kind of led me tossing up in the air, either with John Carpenter's The Prince of Darkness or Wes Craven's Deadly Friend. So I mixed. So I decided to go with John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness. Yes. Now, Prince of Darkness is a 1987 American supernatural horror film. It was written, directed, and scored by John Carpenter. It starred the late, great Donald Pleasence, Victor Wan, Jameson Parker, and Lisa Blount. Now, the film is the second installment in what Carpenter calls his apocalypse trilogy, which began with The Thing in 1982 and included In the Mouth of Madness in 1994. Now, the plot of Prince of Darkness is very simple. Research teams find a mysterious cylinder in a deserted church. If open, it could mean the end of the world, and we do mean the end of the world. Now, this kind of plays like a little bit of the slasher film, but it really doesn't, because when you look at the beginning of the film, when they find this cylinder full of this green ooze floating around, and it's like, what the hell is in that one? And we find out to discover it is the essence of Lucifer, or Satan, if you want to call it that way. For some reason, they found this cylinder, and Donald Pleasance's character was a group of clergymen known as the Brotherhood of Sleep. Their job was to make sure that nothing would fall into this green ooze would be protected, because they knew that it contained the essence of Satan. Now, eventually, Victor Wan and Parker Stevenson and all his researchers are studying in this green ooze that they discovered, and Donald Pleasance is there. And next thing you know, all of a sudden, this green ooze starts affecting people, and weird shit starts to happen to them. It's really funny. We see Parker Stevenson's character is projecting images from the future, and it shows what should happen if it got out. Eventually, what happens is that one of the researchers has this mark on her arm, and she is possessed, supposedly, of Satan's son. And basically, they're trying to, when we find out that he's trapped in some dimension, and her job is to pull him out so that way he can rule the earth. Yeah, it's way out there. What I really liked about this film is, like I said, it's the setup. I like how the story is written. It's way different from what we've seen from John Carpenter, from his all other movies such as The Fog, The Thing, and then other movies he's directed. Now, this does have the typical John Carpenter score. I love the score that he uses. I also like the fact that how Alice Cooper is in this film. He's one of the vagrants that they use to keep the people inside so they don't escape. I love that particular scene. There's one scene where the guy is dead and he comes back to life and he stands outside. Next thing you know, he breaks up to a whole bunch of worms and bugs and stuff like that. It was a decent film. Now, this film doesn't get the credit or respect that it deserves, because it's one of the lesser known John Carpenter films, and I know a lot of people do love it, and I love it too. That's why it's my pick for Slashback Saturday. And once again, if you've seen Prince of Darkness, what do you thought about it? Do you think this is one of the best Carpenter films, or why do you think this film doesn't get the respect and love that it deserves? Because it's a decent film, and like I said, it's one of the underrated films on John Carpenter. So leave your comments on your comment section below and tell me what you thought about Prince of Darkness. And so there you have it. That's my video for today, guys. Next week, Joe the Horror Man Slashback Saturday has decided to pick a slasher film not based in America. Now, it doesn't have to be an American film. It could be a slasher film that was actually produced either in Ireland, Britain, Japan, South Korea. Actually, could be a film that was produced by American companies but based overseas. Yes, So next week's Slashback Challenge will be slashers based in other countries. So that's my video for today, guys. Hope you did enjoy. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up, like, and share. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. That way you'll be notified anytime when I put up new videos such as this one. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G, and always remember that horror rules. I'll see you in my next video, guys. I am out.